We're going to be making a West African mask, and this mask is going to be symmetrical, which means it's going to be the same on both sides. For that reason, we need to fold our paper in half, long ways, like a long hot dog. Make sure that you get those corners together. It's very important that our crease is right in the middle of the page so it can be symmetrical. Crease it. Have your friend help you if you need to. And now we're ready to draw half the mask. Now the important part is that the nose touches the fold. So I need to turn it over. This is the mask that I've chosen to draw. You can choose from the masks at your table. It only has half the mask, so my nose is right in the middle, and my nose has to touch the fold. Here's my fold. I'm going to draw on this side of the mask, so my nose is going to be over here. I'm ready to draw with pencil first. Now, this paper is big, and I need to draw as big as I can on this paper. I'm going to start with the outside line. I'm following the direction of the line, doing one section at a time. This part curves down. This part curves in. This part goes straight out like a diagonal, and then it comes back in. Now it doesn't touch the paper, it just touches right here where my face will be, and I haven't drawn that yet, so I need to find a place to stop because that's where my face will end up touching. I'm going to come back up to the top and draw the next part that I see. Now I don't want to start with these lines because I'm not sure where to stop them, so I'm going to start with my nose. My nose is a straight line across, straight line across. It looks to me like it comes down past halfway and it comes back into the paper. So I'm going to come down past halfway and back into the paper. Now I'm ready to draw the face because it touches the nose. And here's my nose. So I curve this around, and remember that I was going to touch that spot right there. And it also comes around and touches the fold again. So here we go. My nose, around, and in. Okay, the next thing I want to draw is my eyebrow, because my eyebrow connects my nose to my face. So here's my eyebrow. I'm going to draw my eye right below it. All three parts of the eye. Kind of looks like a football. And I have that pupil right in the middle. I don't need to color it because I'm going to add color later. From my nose to my face, I have sort of this muzzle looking line where it creates the almost where like a mustache would go. So I'm going to come from the corner and it comes down, but notice that it doesn't connect to the line that I drew out here. It connects above it. So I'm going to draw my diagonal line and connect. And really the only thing left I have to draw are my lips and those details. So I'm going to draw my lips coming from this point, right where it is. My lips come up. My lips also have a bottom line, and they connect through the middle with the mouth. And then I'm ready also to add those details. I want to make sure my details are large. As oil pastel in just a second. Okay, I have all the details that I want on my mask. So now I'm ready to use an oil pastel. For this oil pastel, I'm going to trace over all of these lines. We know that oil pastels are messy, so I need to start on the inside and work my way out. If I were to start here and I keep working in, I'm going to smudge with my hand all over this stuff on the outside. So I want to start on the inside of the paper. I'm going to trace right on top of the line that I just drew. I'm not creating any new lines, I'm just making these lines darker. Sometimes the spots on the oil pastel gets flat, so I like to continue to just turn it as I feel it getting flat and doesn't have that nice pointy surface anymore. So continue to turn it around in your hand if you need to. Try not to get your hand into the oil pastel. Remember, it's really messy, it can smudge. Now is when I can fill that pupil in. Oh, I didn't get right on my pencil line. I'm going to come back up and do that a little bit better. Okay, continue to work my way up so I'm not drawing on the outside first. Now if you are right-handed, or if you're left-handed, you might want to start the opposite way and turn the paper the other way. And if you need help with that, come ask me. All right, cool. I didn't smudge any of it. I didn't get it on my hands because I started on the inside. Now I'm ready to open up my mask, my paper. And because I have this nice fold in the middle, I'm going to be able to fold this onto this side, and this oil pastel will smudge over here and show me where exactly to draw my mask. Since it's symmetrical, it's going to be the same on both sides. So I'm rubbing really hard with the ends. I want to make sure that that oil pastel, see, it's on my fingers, smudgy, it's messy, but this is the back, so that's okay. This might be a good time for me to write my name. Smudge, 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 and open it up and test. And very, very lightly, you'll see where your oil pastel moved over here. Now, if you didn't draw hard enough on this side, you're not going to be able to see over here. So make sure you're drawing hard when you're on this side. I'm ready to take my oil pastel again and trace over all of this. Now, I don't want my hand to rub all over this, the pretty stuff that I just drew. So I'm going to turn this upside down. And I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to trace on the inside first. And I can see exactly where those lines are because my oil pastel smudged for me onto the paper across from it. Again, I'm not making any new lines, tracing the lines that are already there. How easy is that? Okay, now I have a perfectly symmetrical mask, the same on both sides.